Yeah, new me-ish. Haters mad and they feelings. Something's in the air, cause they hate on me for no reason. Yeah, I'm gonna do exactly what you said I couldn't do. And I'm never gonna slow it down just cause you won't.
Hey guys, welcome back. This chair is all making this noise. Alright, so obviously I'm at work. I'm on like this little back patio thing, but I wrote down the top 5 questions I got about purchasing a manufactured home. So I want to go ahead and get this video out for you guys. So let's get started. First of all, if you are new here, my name is Christina J. I am a licensed practical nurse, and I am at the end of my journey of buying a manufactured home. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss a video. The tour of the manufactured home is actually coming next week. So let's get into it, y'all. All right, so why I chose a manufactured home instead of a traditional home. So you guys don't know what a manufactured home is. They used to be called mobile homes, but now they're called manufactured homes, basically. So you can get a single wide, double wide, triple wide. You can always add on to your existing mobile home, okay, or manufactured home now. I chose this route because y'all know inflation is real, okay, and to me, going this route seemed like a way to make my dream become a reality of being a homeowner. And I want to talk about that because the second question was like the price. Why did I pick this one versus the traditional home? It's the price, y'all. The price. So the price for my particular, I purchased a single wide. It's a 16 by 80, which is around 1,200 and something square feet. So the price for mine, which I got a 2022 model, I'll give you guys, once we do the tour, I'll tell you guys like the exact model I bought. We'll go over that in that video. But mine is a 2022. It's brand new. They just delivered it to the lot where I will be paying lot rent, which we'll go over that next. But mine is, after all the taxes and closing fees and everything, came out to $82,000 and some change. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and I have my yard that surrounds me. Versus a traditional home. So let's just take it back to 2020, pre-COVID, okay. So a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom house was like 300, maybe in the high 200s, lower $300,000, right? To qualify for that loan, you only had to make $60,000 a year. Versus 2023, that same home is anywhere from $450,000, $500,000, and you have to make $120,000 a year to qualify to buy that same home. Your payment in 2020 would have been around $1,300 a month. Now, $3,000 a month for your mortgage. My mortgage is only $941. I pay my taxes and my escrow, so all that comes out to like $1,000 something. You guys will see in my November budget what my actual mortgage is. So again, make sure you guys subscribe. I always post my monthly budgets at the beginning of the month. But my mortgage is only, with taxes, $1,000, and then some of that is actually, that goes to my homeowner's insurance. Like the escrow that I pay that's wrapped up in my mortgage every month, the escrow amount is going to my homeowner's insurance. So all of it is doing something for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not paying $3,000 a month. All right, and then, so the question is, yes, I have a manufactured home. If you do not have your own land, which for me at this time, I'm in Virginia, y'all. Virginia is super expensive. I was not able to find land for the amount that I wanted to pay for land. What the heck is that? I want like 10 acres of land for like $50,000. I can get that in North Carolina. I can get that in Georgia, but right now I'm not moving, right? So my other alternative, if you don't have your own land to put your manufactured home on, is to pay for a lot space. So what I did is, my home is sitting on a lot. So I have a lot. So like I said, my home is 16 by 80, which is 1,200 something square feet. And then I also have all the lot around it. When we do the home tour, I'll show you guys the outside and what it looks like. All the people in the area where I'm renting my lots, they all own their manufactured homes. Versus, I know somebody asked me, was like, oh, so are you gonna live in a trailer park? Ma'am, to me, a trailer park is like people who rent, who don't own anything, they just living off the government. Like that's not that. People actually take care of their property because they own their property. Okay, these are owners, homeowners, not people who rent. Okay, so no, it's not the same thing. So yeah, so my lot rent will be let's just say $580 a month for my lot rent. So what I'm going to do is, so basically with your lot rent, you basically sign a lease with the people who own the lot, and it renews automatically every year. So you don't have to, you get something in the mail that says like your whatever is renewed. If there's any new additional fees, which my water is included and my trash is included. So the only bill I will actually have to pay is my electric. So no more water bills for me, no more trash bills for me. I'm only paying my electric bill and then my lot rent. But yeah, so my plan is to pay a year of my lot rent up front when I move in the home. So I don't have to worry about that. So the only thing I'm paying for the next year will be my mortgage, which is $1,000 whatever. I think it's like $1,021 after, like I said, after my escrow and taxes every month. All right, so credit to buy a manufactured home. Someone asked me, what did I have to do to fix my credit to buy a manufactured home? So I don't actually have a lot of credit. I have one credit card, which is the Capital One credit card, and I have my student loans. That's it. Now, so as long as I pay my credit card off every month, nothing goes, late on the credit card, automatically every month it goes up. I paid off a couple student loans that made my credit go up. So the company that I went through is called Park Lane Financing, and I think you have to have at least a 600 credit score to qualify with them. And then depending on what manufactured home you're looking at, they literally have you go on their website, you can find your state, and they'll go through like whatever. They'll sign you up with a loan officer that handles your stuff. Then obviously based on the home that you're purchasing, they'll go tell you like what your income needs to be for that, and they list everything. They'll break it down for you once you apply. So the process for me, the buying process for me was like super easy, y'all. Like I have been looking, because you guys know, if you guys have been here, I signed a 1-year lease at this townhouse that I was at when I was pregnant with baby Ezra. And like I said, at the end of the lease, I already knew, he told me when I first signed the lease that he does month to month, and I already knew I was not doing month to month at the end of this lease. So either I was going to pay $3,000 for something I didn't own, or I was going to find somewhere. And I saw these manufactured homes, or I saw this company posting, like this community. They said they get brand new manufactured homes in there. Come take a look at them. You can either buy a home, and you can rent the lot, or like I said, you can have your own land. Buy a home and you can have it delivered to your thing. So I was like, well, let me look into that. So I called them, and they literally was like, okay, well, they told me the same thing I'm telling you guys. You have to have a 600 credit score to get financing if you're not paying, the whole $70,000, $80,000 in cash up front. And then if you want to do the lot rent, they tell you what you need to qualify for the lot, things like that. Okay, cool. So she sent me over an email. She told me about this new home that was coming on the lot. It wasn't there yet. She told me it was coming, blah, blah, blah. So as soon as she sent it to me, I literally put in my information, y'all. I clicked on the email. I put in my information. They literally emailed me right back and was like, congratulations, you're pre-qualified, blah, blah. They pull your credit. They're going to ask for your social. So they'll pull your credit. They'll let you know if you're pre-qualified. And then they'll let you know the steps to continue to buy a home. So mine was super fast. Like I told you guys a couple videos ago, I was actually the one stalling the process. Like we could have been closed a long time ago, but I knew I was not ready yet. Like I said, my lease is not up until October 31st. So I knew that I didn't want to rush the process. So the process was easy for me. You pre-qualified. They send you over a list of conditions. Like, what do you need? On my conditions, it was my credit card. My Capital One credit card had $19 because the billing cycle hadn't came around yet. Obviously, the $19 was paid off. Okay, so my Capital One credit card had $19 on there, so I had to pay that. And then my Chime credit card. If you guys have Chime, you guys know that they basically, like, you can transfer money over and they report it to your credit bureau or whatever, and it's a credit card, but it's really not. Anyway, that had like $33 on there. So those are the only two things. And if you guys have student loans, I'm gonna tell you this now. If you do have student loans, as long as your monthly payment is at zero. So like with me, if I wouldn't apply for the income based repayment plan, my student loan payments would have been like $400 or something a month. So they count that as like your debt. They look at debt to income ratio. So that would be a part of your debt section. But if you can get the income repayments down and, you know, get it down to zero, then they will take that. They won't count it as debt for you. So that's what I was telling you guys about at the beginning. So I did do that, and I got mine reduced down to zero, and that was the only thing I had to do. That was it. I submitted my stuff over to the financial aid people or student loan people, whatever. They said I qualified for the zero-based income repayment plan. Sent that over to my loan officer. Paid off those little 2 credit cards, $19, $33. Cool. And that was it, y'all. After that, it was all about me, like, going to sign the contract, putting down my down payment, all of that. That's it. Like, literally, my process was super easy. That doesn't mean my process is going to look like your process, though. It all depends on, again, what your credit looks like, what needs to be worked on your credit. They will give you, like, a whole list of things. They will give you a whole list of things that needs to be done before you can move forward and, like, putting down your down payment and stuff like that. But after those things are done, they'll call you. Your loan officer will call you, like, hey, are you ready to sign your contract? And the contract is only, like I said, if you're doing, like, a lot rent. If you're putting it on your own land, you're just basically putting down the down payment and taking your home to where it needs to go. You don't have to sign a contract. So yes, you guys, that is it. That was my process. It was super easy. So after I did all that, I stalled out for like a month. Then I finally went, put down my down payment, and we're closing on Friday. We're closing on Friday, y'all. I will have the keys on a Friday. Crazy. But yeah, so let me know if you guys have any additional questions. You guys can leave any additional questions down in the comments section below. But yeah, that is it for now. I hope that answered some questions for you guys, because like I said, they were like repeat questions, so I just took like the most top 5 questions and made this video for you guys. But I will see you guys on closing day. Well, you guys will probably see me a couple days after the real closing day, but I'll see you guys on closing day. Bye.